So the question is, are they asking you, is a bigger screen better? They don't know, right?
No, they don't know. I think
clue.
they ask me, what screen size should I pick, essentially. I mean, they say that different ways. So the answer to me is depends. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, I talk people out of the larger screen sizes. Most of the time, because I feel like the fact that you open up a video brochure and there's a screen automatically playing creates this like, oh my, what just happened? This is so cool. It doesn't like, oh, that screen's so tiny. Like that's just not, that's down the road. So to me, the answer to that question is as big as it needs to be for your prospect to emotionally engage with the content you're giving them.
I strip it down even, I agree, but I strip it down even further than that. I'll ask them flat out. I said, okay, what is it you do? What are we selling?
No,
what are
sure.
we pitching? What are we trying to accomplish here? And if they're like, well, I don't even have video yet. Okay, great. Well, this is good. Are we talking about drone shots? Are we talking like retirement community with like incredible golf courses with greens and lakes and stuff like that you're flying over? Well, two things really jump out right there. An older demographic. A small screen with an older demographic is not a good idea because it's tiny for that purpose.
You don't want them to have to put their readers on to watch the video.
So a video business card, which has got a little tiny 3-inch screen, it's not practical for that. So that's off the table.
Since you talk about that, remember, when you call us asking for a business card, the first thing I'm going to ask you is, do you know that our business card screen, that 3-inch screen, is a square? And that's relevant because most screen content is a 6:9 aspect ratio.
Or in these days, it's reels and it's portrait.
And it's portrait. And so it can be problematic for your video production team to edit a video to fit in that square, format. So, and it's not that much cheaper. So usually that business card isn't a fit for most clients. A lot of reasons for that.
Business cards have it's less than 0.5% of our entire volume.
Yes.
And that should tell you guys a lot. We produce over 300,000 pieces a month. So a video business card has a very specific niche. So in that, that's rare that I even go down that rabbit hole. But
everyone's, we're talking about screens, right? So I feel it's relevant to bring up and say, keep that in mind that screen is usually, we don't talk about it because it's disqualified for those reasons.
The mass majority of things.
That's right.
So I would say in the example I was earlier, if you're shooting drone shots and let's say like golf courses and there's a country club, whatever, and you have all this cool footage, if you're in the real estate industry and you're shooting an entire community now that's really popular.
Or even rooms that you really want to show.
You don't want to be, you're probably going to be in that 7-inch screen, probably 5 at the very least. And we'll often get people calling us, what's the biggest screen you have? And the 10-inch, and the 10-inch is overkill. It's really cumbersome. It's an amazing screen. None of our screens
they're all amazing. They all are beautiful imagery.
Pretty kick-ass. But the 10-inch is just like a big tablet, so it's somewhat cumbersome. So I wouldn't go there. But a 7-inch is probably where you want to be. Now, if we start getting into a conversation of like, will a bigger screen generate more
a better
activity
return
or a better return or
yeah.
ROI? And the answer to that question is no, it doesn't. And we've been in business 33 years and messing with this particular product over 11 years, and none of the data that we collect says that a bigger screen delivers greater ROI. But a greater screen will generate a greater or better experience based on what you're offering. Okay, so we can walk you through that and tell you what those best practices are
in your vertical.
Yeah, in your vertical, and they're going to splice in this video. They're going to splice in to show you guys what some screen sizes are, how they vary. So it'll be in here at some point, and we'll shoot that in. But
that being said, a 5-inch screen is similar to what the standard side iPhone is right now for a reference for you.
It's that screen. It's this screen right here.
Yeah, you have the tiny one.
It's that screen right here.
But yes, most people, from our 4-inch screen to our 7-inch screen, that's an experience they're used to. I tell people, if you have a talking head video, which that's what this is, 2 people, 1 person talking, that 4-inch screen is fine. Mm-hmm. It conveys the message. The emotional power of video is conveyed on that screen. It's a cost-effective experience. The weight of the finished mailer piece is lower so your postage rates are less. We really try to suggest this based on an overall experience and budgetary perspective. So if your piece is going to be handed out versus mailed, there's other costs involved if you're going to mail this piece, and we really would like to walk you through how we get this all the way through your budgetary process and delivered to your prospect, not just here's your video brochure, good luck. I mean,
more so than in size, I agree with all that. More so than in that the size, I would focus more on the screen technology itself and be more and ask questions about whether they're just HD
yes.
or whether they're HD IPS. That
yes.
acronym, I'll spare you the scientific breakdown of that, but it's just that IPS stands for infinite viewing angle. So if you have a HD screen and you have it sitting in front of you, you have to have a very direct front view of the piece, and you can't straight on, so to speak,
to get the best image.
Yeah. If you start to turn it this way, or if somebody's looking over your shoulder or something like that, they tend not to be able to see it very clearly. It tends to vignette and things like that. So an IPS screen is not going to do that. It's going to give you infinite viewing angle, which is just like the TV in your home when you start walking away and going over maybe to the kitchen.
Your cell phone
like
is an IPS screen?
Yeah, and you're looking across, you can see it. So I think that that question of what screen size should I use, I think it's a great question, and we can walk you through that. If you gave us a call, and you might speak to one of us, but we
our whole team.
We have 9 other salespeople here, and they're really, really talented people. They've been doing this a long time, and they'll walk you through that and find the very best compromise with your finished size of the piece that you're looking to send out, the screen that would optimally fit inside of it, give you the best aesthetics and things like that, and then also fit that budget that you're looking for. So give us a call. We'd love to chat with you guys about it.